Shalom. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakatadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there unto this like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace, a clear, beautiful, wonderful sign of things to come. All right, the scriptures clearly tell you about signs. Matter of fact, I'll start with that one. Boom. Let me get this one first. Joel 2, verse 28 says, "And it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and the young man shall dream dreams, and the old man shall dream dreams, and the young man shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids, in those days will I pour out my spirit." So what is the Lord doing? He's pouring out his spirit upon all flesh. Part of pouring out the spirit is one of the main things is be able to see. All right. To be able to see, to be able to break it down, understand. Okay, the spirit of understanding comes from the showing that everything is spiritual. I tell you what, matter of fact, real quick. Get this real quick. Ephesians 2, verse 6. Oh, 8, sorry. "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and not of yourselves, it is of the Most High." So the Most High pours down his spirit, and part of his spirit that he pours down, faith, hope, and you'll be able to see. Eye salve, like it says in Revelations 3, and matter of fact, Revelation 3 and 18. "I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in fire." That gold that's tried in fire is what we do out there. We go out there in the highways and byways, and we seek for the elect. All right? Our job, our calling is to call others. You hear this word, you eat the whole roll, you go out there in the highways, byways, and you seek out further precious metals, precious people. Okay, it's not about the masses, it's about the right personnel. "That there mayest be rich in white raiments, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear." Meaning, all the things that we have done in the past not appear no longer. Why? Because we're supposed to be new creatures ourselves. "And anointing thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see." So the Lord gives us the eye salve to see, and the main things that the Lord allows us to see through his spirit that he pours down is the signs. It says, verse Joel 3 and 2 and 30. "I will show wonders in heavens and earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be darkened the sun shall be turned into darkness, the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come." So all these are signs of the Lord. All right. Why it so happens that one of the major signs, which actually I did have one more. 2nd Ezra 15. I started at 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and I will smite Egypt with the plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. And what was one of the major plagues? That was the blood and the water. All right, Moses turned the water to blood. All right, that was a major sign. So it's not just, it's all over the world. The great and terrible day of the Lord, and the Lord is giving signs for that. 2 Ezra 9:1. Then answered me, then said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So that the part of the signs past is just that. All right. The Lord likes to repeat certain things. So it's not just about the eclipses and the blood moons, blue moons, and so forth. It could be the same signs that he did, that he have done into Egypt. All right. It says, therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and the uproars of the people in the world, which we all see. Right now, there's a uproar of the farmers in London. Okay, matter of fact. And that's the uproars of the people. Okay, the uproars of the people. So we're seeing in time past of the signs that the Lord said was going to happen. All right. We're seeing the uproars of the people. We hear earthquakes. There was an earthquake, California. All right. There's been several earthquakes. We've seen the uproars of the people. We're seeing all these things. It says, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things for the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So it's not hard for the Lord, it's not far-fetched for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to make a river full of blood. The Lord is bringing heavy judgment to the world. He's visiting this world. Visiting don't mean he's going to be happy, nice. He's visiting by bringing judgment. All right? And the Lord is consistently bringing judgment to this world. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and end, and the end is manifest. So we're seeing the manifestation of the end of the heathens, of all these nations. Okay, the power that they bear in this world is happening on a grand scale. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works, and the ending is in effects and signs. I believe, who is it? Is it Pterosaur? Let's see if I can find it. All right, I have music in my mind right now. Pterosaur, yeah, Pterosaur. Yep, it's my shit right here.
Life is one big road with a lot of signs.
And you have to see these signs. I can't play the whole thing. Life is one big roll of a lot of signs. And when you see major signs as water turn into blood, that's a heavy sign right there. Matter of fact, isn't that Revelation 8th chapter? Let me see if I'm correct. Revelation 8. Yep. Wow, that's a spirit. Revelation 8 and 8. And the second angel sound, and it were a great mountain burning with fire, which that great mountain is talking about America, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. So this is an omen. Let's look up the word omen. So this is another omen. I believe the river Euphrates at some point, the great river Euphrates was that dried up, and it gave the Hebrew word for tha. All right, Hebrew word for tha, which tha is really a cross, an X, so to speak. No, actually, no, I'm sorry. It gave the Hebrew word for, not the Hebrew word. It gave the Greek word for omega. All right. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. It says an omen, an event regarded as pertinent of a good or evil. So omens, signs. All right. River. Let's see. Do this. Slovakia. I'm bring River Euphrates. Oh yeah, dried up. See with the image. Bam. What is that? That's the sign of Omega. All right. What did the Lord say? He's the Alpha and the Omega. So this is a big sign right here. A huge sign. All right. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. It says it twice. I want to get the one in Revelation. Oh, 1:8. I am Alpha and Omega. Omega. The last letter in the Greek alphabet. The last. And that was a sign. The beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was, which is to come, the Almighty. So you cover all events, past, future, present. That's Yahweh. Since I said read that. Hebrews 13:7. 8. Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, the same yesterday, today, and forever. So he's not going to change. He can't change. So that's a sign right there. Okay? So that flood, that river showing blood is a sign from the heavens. And that sign to us is what? That sign from the heavens, we're closer than we can believe. So that being said, shalom to your elect of the nations of shalom.